Alright, we are live with, what is this? Video 8 in Avowed series. Part 8 in Avowed series. Guys good all the time guys good. The first of the day, because I can never tell when these videos record sometimes, is delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee desires of thine heart. Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. Man, I really hope a lot of the conspiracies in this world come to light.
Could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
There you are. You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Aethys? Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. Nevertheless, I am impressed. As to whether I killed them, well, that is a matter of semantics. Does death occur the moment the heart ceases beating, or when the soul is broken upon the wheel? In one sense, then they are quite dead. In another, they remain very much alive. In either case, they have entered a state of change, and the impetus was mine. Yes, you and you alone see my purpose clearly. You see, I have given them the opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves. With your help, I shall give them a new commission. To prosecute the redemption of a god. By making them jailers. Do you carry the relic I asked you to collect? Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys' body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. Locked into the reliquary with a chorus of furious souls acting as his conscience. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest. Will you do it?
Crazy.
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses and deadfire? Even I can see that's a bad idea. And I can't imagine a worse fate than spending an eternity as one of those poor souls stuck with him. I've heard I can change him before.
I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Aethys there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my brother, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent. Aethys is weak, if he persists at all. He expended tremendous soul energy manifesting in the body of Moros Nua, and marching it across the Deadfire. By the time he reached Ukaizo, he was spent. and use the very last of his power to destroy the wheel. The god that is left is but a wisp of purpose, floating through the beyond. It is that wisp I will capture. Thank you. Once you have placed the splinter into the statue, power my devices just over there. Together, we will observe the results.
Oh.
Leave those be. They protect my devices. There we are. Now, fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice. Any moment. Oh. My god Aethys, are you there? No! It's not working! Something is wrong.
Don't get too used to the comforts of paradise.
My lord Aethys has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing, he cannot hear the statue's call. My brother, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause? You cannot ask me that. If you knew all that I have done, how arduously I have labored. No! I would sooner give my soul over to Rimagant
Sure,
than
Fifi.
be trammeled beneath his
How you
hooves
sleeping
for all
in there?
eternity.
Okay, how's Ray Ray sleeping? Can you give me her chocolate milk cup too? Alright. Let's see.
That can't be true. Aethys cherishes Kith. He loves us. He wouldn't break the wheel and doom us just to satisfy himself. He wants mortal Kith to hold him to account. He needs it. No. No. You have beheld my statue. You have carried the splinter of Aethys. You witnessed my power and the power of my lord. My brother, please. Why do you make me doubt? But then, why did he leave? Why did he leave without me? What did I do wrong? Why does he not love me? Oh my God, what do I do now?
Ooh, should I send him back? Or do little ones? I'm gonna send him back.
I have much to consider. Excuse me. I must pray.
Hear us. Follow us. We would speak to you. It wakes. A host. Form given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout. Fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift? We are not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand? A shard of Adra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way. A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction, then when our prison bars fall, we will see.
This is what I did last time.
Convoy. Back with
I mean, I think I told him to stay in 11 lands. Okay. Nice. Ooh. I could do that. Wow. I actually don't have the build for that. Alright, I need to get chocolate milk for my kids. So... I think the next one will probably be Dexterity of the 9.
New earth to till, we flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Lecture, how do I live if there is no conclusion? You left the world, I was emptied of divinity. I am said now. Therefore I am one more for a space and time. How am I persisting with God? Is that what he wanted me to become?
Ah, it's you. I have prayed over what you said, that I should travel to the Deadfire and help put right all that Aethys destroyed. I will do it. And I will pursue it with the fullness of my attention through the last of my days. Before I leave this place, I was hoping you might tell me, what became of my statue? Oh, I hope you know what you are doing. I have to believe that is for the best. Thank you for releasing me from this burden. For the first time in decades, I feel light. I hope we will meet again, my friend. If not in this life, then the next. Perhaps on my next turn about the wheel, when I am new and free. I fear you have a long and difficult journey ahead, Envoy of Adir. I leave you with my blade. I do not need it any longer.
I think that's a decent sword. Oh, that is so long. That's the longest one. But it is a long one. Saint Waidwin Farmer became God. With the mention of name Waidwin, most folk think of only one word, God here. While this event echoes through the ages, and it still felt years of destruction at Avon to our bridge. Waidwin's humble beginning Bilai. Finally, the powerful force he would grow into. But he had been lived an unassuming life in a rural remote area of Reed Saris, son of borderless farmers. He toiled in the fields as long as fuck. Father took 22 years until his father's death. The farm then fell to him to run. He considered selling, but had no other skills upon which to draw. So he set on the path of Varalis, farmer as well. Nothing that was recorded in Waden's life until 4 years after his father's death. One day, while working the fields, Wade's life was irreversibly changed in words. Night was falling, the fingers of dusk already gripping the sky. The sun had dipped behind the world's edge, and the stars were peeking from beyond the shroud. The day was still, and darkness had blinked into the field. I placed my last harvest within the empty collection pile. When behind me arose a brilliant light, I turned fear, breast knowing not what could have caused such intense rain. Behind me stood a blazing figure, resplendent in glory. Its white flesh glowed with luminescent radiance, its head a blinding ball of light, rather than the highest sun of mid-year. I averted my gaze, afraid I would be struck down for daring to gaze upon such a creature. Sudden peace washed over me, instead of sweeping away my fear, leaving me troubled, soul tranquil. Nothing warmth wrapped in its arms around me. A voice spoke to me as I stood transfixed, trying to both see the glow through. Being avoid its dazzling scrutiny. Fear not, it said to me, for you are chosen above all others. You will be the light to bring about the rebirth of an empire. Then held out its hand and bestowed upon me a vision of power, such that I could scarcely contain it. Waydwin, disheveled and dirty, stumbled into his village the next morning, telling all who would listen about the miracle that had happened in the fields. Eos himself, he claimed, had appeared to him. He was punished Aedian governor for leading his people into ruin. A way would be provided, and those faithful hoped would be blessed when the divinity manifested. Villagers ignored him and convinced the loss of his parents had broken his mind. But Waydwin continued to preach the power of Eothas and the corruption of the governor, eventually earning him the ire of the locals. Sorry, babe. They backed him. My bad. His confrontation with the villagers hit a turning point one day in mid-autumn. A crowd had gathered around the Waydwin, jeering him and telling him to leave the village. Boar's crop that season was particularly light, and the villagers blamed Waydwin, saying he had angered the gods, particularly Aothas, with blasphemy. They backed him to one of the withered fields, yelling at him to go. Councilmen deciding actions are hazy. Some so say a stone was thrown, others say he was pushed, others still he simply tripped over dry roots sticking up from the ground. Regardless of the cause, Waydwin landed face down on the ground, and the villagers standing over him laughing. Enough a voice, not Waydwin's, boomed across the field. Wayne looked up at the crowd, his eyes glowing, blinding what light he stood, but did not stand. One moment he was on the ground, the next he was standing before the crowd who cowered before him. Dare deny me, the voice spoke through Waydwin's mouth. Dare refuse, my servant. Waydwin's arms raised, beginning to luminesce. Dare require proof. His arms went out to his sides. Never ask again, lest you burn in the light of the new dawn. There was a flash of light sprang from Waylon's eyes and hands, and the entire field sprang to life. Once dried and brittled plants became full, lush, verdant. The crowd was silent. From somewhere in the back came a call, praise Aothas, and then they fell on their knees in front of the wind farmer turned god. That'd be wild.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradise.
Hey! Over here! Nice!
I was just getting warmed up.
It digs. All the cats.
Right behind you.
To your left!
You okay?
Nice shot! I'm down! Back in the fight. Perk up, Envoy. Thanks, soldier. Let's see what you got. Good one.
That got intense. Initial thing did not think we're gonna make it out of that one. Couple of these. Time flies. We're 32 minutes in this video. So I had a thought process. What's the harmful range assessment in 2028? Apparently, I don't have to be 35.
A squad mate took a bet
During
to steal an Ogre's club.
when
He
I
lost
have
that bet.
candidacy.
And both
I just
arms.
have to be 35 by the time I would assume presidency. If I read that correctly.
Good for you. Come and get me. My turn. I can't. Back on my feet.
Oh, thank God I can remember.
I won't let him through. Over here. Next one's mine.
quick and quiet. Here we go! Come and get me!
That's fine. I guess what my platform would be if I ran for president. Definitely a higher government minimum wage. $20 an hour. Sounds unreasonable as fuck. But man, generational wealth we could do for that. Every single generation, starting now. The working class now. Become better. Life-altering money. Of course, all the multi-billion-dollar companies to pay their employees more. Everybody was paying the same amount of money. You could work wherever you want. You could be a school teacher. You could be a garbage man. You could do whatever the fuck you want. And yeah, some of those jobs pay more than $20 an hour. You get what I'm saying. You can work at McDonald's for a living. And you can already do it now. It's not as well. Change needs to happen.
We should be safe enough, but I'll take watch, just in case.
Alright. Let's rest. Let's run some quests.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand. They come on foreign ships, exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair, the scent of distant shores to their skin. New growth from dead wood. Why? A new season. Wipe the slate. But the ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the old. They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us? The city shudders. Voices rise. Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate? The tiger builds his den beside the lions. Anxious peace. Wait. We have forgotten something. A memory we misplaced. We reach for it. It calls to us. A past. Theirs. Ours. The layers of the land. It whispers in the eastern wilds. This is all we know. We learn much. Sleep now. Dream of warm tides and purple leaves.
Fisherman missing. Last seen near the watermill, northwest of the river. Need coin? See Sansa in Hightown. He seeks explorers. To assist him in mapping the living lands.
Walk on me, bro. Alright, I'll put it off long enough.
You. I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach.
Envoy, is it really you?
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Tej,
I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
It's nothing like that. You run into all sorts of characters around here, is all.
Camera
Some more
connection.
polite than others. I didn't mean anything by it, Envoy. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Hey, somebody has to have the envoys back, because you all sure did it.
No one expected the Envoy to get assassinated.
Exactly. Amateurs. Well,
Kai?
come on, it's funny. Tej caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Ballot Rock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right. I had to put you outside.
You threw me into the canal.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Gods, Tej. The envoy doesn't need to know that. Yeah, but now you'll never think of Tej the same way again, will you? And now he'll never think of you the same way either.
Let's not make more of it than it was. I shouldn't have said anything. The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
It was over a dice game, right? Tej here has a gambling problem.
Great.
Don't
Let's
we
air
have a
all
gambling
my
problem?
troubles. Is there anything else?
The bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
You're lying.
You sure about that?
We'll talk about this later.
I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
That's more than enough. Thank you. Was there anything I could help you with, Envoy? The 7-foot-tall Almawa with biceps the size of my head? No, I am not.
Flatterer. You know I'm barely over 6.5.
Naturally, sir. How can I help you? What would you like to know? If you're looking for a particular year, the first thing you should know about Paradise is that this isn't the kind of place where the locals keep records. And though it might be considered a distant
Or not.
backwater by the rest of the world, this city is the height of civilization by the standards of the living lands. As for who calls this place home, I suspect you could find a criminal, confidence man, or prophet from every civilization in the world here.
Hey, come on. You're gonna give the envoy the wrong idea. We've got draft dodgers, courtesans, and revolutionaries, too. You know, all the fun people.
In any event, as far as I can tell, Paradise has been this way since its inception. Thus the eclectic display of architectural styles. If nothing else, this city is a reflection of the countless people who have passed through it on their way to the interior. Depends on who you ask. Ambassador Heelgard will tell you that our remit here is to establish a secure and orderly environment from which to engage in trade. Inquisitor Liudwin will tell you we're here to break the frontier.
So, which is it?
Why not both? That's where you come in. Whether you find your desires aligning with the ambassadors or the inquisitors, neither can succeed until the dream scourge is ended. We are only beginning to see its effects here in Dawnshore, But the closer to the center of the island you go, the worse it gets. That bear you and the ambassador encountered in the Strangle Route isn't even the worst of it. And the tide of this soul plague is rising higher every day. The Resistance, as such, are largely a group of misfits and criminals intent on undermining the rule of law. They take out loans with small Adiran banking houses and do not pay them, then assault the bankers who attempt to collect. They agree to contracts with families in Adir seeking homes, and when their ships arrive, promptly abandon them. When we levy a small tax to fund the repair of city roads, they set our counting house on fire. And when our fishermen return to port, they board their ships and sink them.
That's certainly one way to characterize them. It's not exactly wrong, but it's not exactly right either.
For decades, people like them ruled this city through fear. We imposed order, and now they oppose us. You, unfortunately, were caught in the crossfire. Look, for all that I complain about this backwater, there are good people
Alright guys,
here.
this is time.
Same as anywhere else.
God, signing off.
People who
for
want to be
video
able to
number
walk to the market in the morning for their bread and eggs and know they
9.
won't be mugged. People who
think.
like it when the
The
mail
Avowed
comes on
Let's
time
Play series.
and their skates are made from real copper and their neighborhood